off an impressive 2-home-run performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. First pitch coming your way next. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Digging in for the Hooks, Francis Cummings. Cummings was unreal in his last game, driving in a whole bunch of runs. Back on that last game of his, I'm not saying he was on par with Jay Clark of the 1902 Corsicana Oil Cities when he had a 16 RBI game, but it was still really impressive. Foul ball there. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. Guillorme over at second. Daniels at first. 2 out. That one's socked to left field. Out of here. That's gotta feel good. And they take the lead. It's 3-0. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. If you're ready to build your dream home with a moat and a whispering gallery, call AC Hines Architecture. If you don't want those things, call someone else. Welcome back to Amarillo, top of the 4th inning. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. A solo blast, his second of the night, and they add on. It's 4-1. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Seems safe to say that he got what he was looking for on that pitch. Great job to square it up and send it out.
The center fielder,
coming up to the
16,
dish for Corpus Christi, Francis Cummings. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because he digs in here with a chance at launching his 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. Bit odd to see a first pitch fastball here in this double play situation, especially with that sinker in the arsenal. Swing and a rocket. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. That time he closed ground on the ball quickly and tried to leap for it. Just didn't work out. Batter winds up with extra bases. Here's the center fielder, Francis Cummings.
16.
Nobody out, runner at second base. Big opportunity for the offense. There's a strike at 95. And it stays fair. Runner around third. Comes across to score. In safely with a double, second of the day. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Francis Cummings. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry match. And you have to think the manager is pleased with that. ripped into the outfield. Oh, what a catch he just made. Sensational play for the third out. Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout. Time to go hit. Two outs, man at third.
Now the designated hitter, Gino Groover.
1-1-1.
That's a base hit. Run scores. Coming up to the dish
Now
for Amarillo, number 23. 2 runs in to score in the inning. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Lines this one to left.
Ball, I got it.
Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long. Francis Cummings, fresh off an impressive 2-home-run performance, he'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. We'll be back to get this one started after this. This broadcast is sponsored by Blank's Disposal Services, specializing in unusual trash needs. Their white glove service means it'll be like nothing was ever there. Top half the second from Amarillo. That's in there. 0-1. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Left field getting pretty deep. Back there. It one-hops off the wall. Could be trouble. Around first, hustling for 2. Now a relay to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Maybe not quite the right launch angle exit velo combination to leave the yard, but he did a really nice job pounding that one to deep left. Extra bases are always appreciated. This third inning is brought to you by the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists. If the government's trying to quarter troops in your home without your permission, call Benson, Looper, and James for a free consultation today. 0-1, here's the pitch. This one is labeled.
Go, ball, go.
That's pretty deep. And that ball's out of here. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they add on. It's 4-1. An absolute rocket of a home run there. The sound of that one coming off the bat was impressive. You can feel very good about that day. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Cummings, already a homer for him in this one.
Hey, no one better here. Let's go. Come on.
That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. The Hooks, trying to break this game open. Top half of the fourth. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Gets a piece, stays alive. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is absolutely pummeled.
Get out, ball. Get out.
Out of here. A 3-run home run. Second home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 7-1. He got to 0-2, but then left that last one in a hittable location. Props to the hitter. He got good pitch recognition and sent that one out. Top of the 6th, digging in for the hooks, Francis Cummings.
Francis Cummings.
And that one hammered. Looks like extra bases. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. That's a nice swing for the automatic double there. He gets to just amble into second base and wait for his teammate to drive him in. Two away, and the bases are loaded. And now the center fielder, Francis Cummings. 4 for 4 on the back of 2 home runs and 2 doubles. This one absolutely clobbered. You can forget it. That's a grand slam. A massive shot. 3rd home run of the game. It's a 12-5 ball game. What a game he's having at the plate, showing off some serious slugging ability. That was a terrific swing. He wasn't selling out for power, just looking for good contact. Well, he got that and more. Great job to put it over the wall for the grand slam. Nobody out, first and second here. Here's the center fielder, Francis Cummings. A 5-hit ball game so far, 3 homers among them. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to second for 1. To first, double play. Nicely done. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned.
Luis Baez.
2 away here, nobody on. And next, the cleanup hitter, Kevin Sin. 2 outs, bases empty. Fly to center, and that ought to do it. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win. Francis Cummings went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Top half the second from Amarillo.
Corpus Christi, the center fielder, Francis
Cummings with a terrific 3-homer performance in his last game. back on that last game of his, I'm not saying he was on par with Jay Clark of the 1902 Corsicana Oil Cities when he had a 16 RBI game, but it was still really impressive. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Cummings, starting in center, just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. And with one swing, the crowd is hushed. A solo shot, and they're on the board. It's a 2-1 game. So he keeps the hot stretch going by homering in a 4th straight game. He's on some kind of tear. I'm sure off the bat the pitcher thought the swing was too early and that one was gonna bend foul. But with it being just barely fair, the feeling on the mound is a lot of frustration. Gotta flush it and get back to work.
Cummings.
He swings and drives this one to deep left. It one-hops off the wall, might be trouble. He makes the turn and digs for second base. That's a leadoff double. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Nobody on and 2 outs. Next up for the Hooks, Francis Cummings. Left field getting pretty deep.
Go, ball, go.
And that one is out of here. A solo blast, his second of the night, and it gives them the lead in the 5th. It's 6-5. What a fun trip around the bases for him with the lead changing hands on that homer. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing.
Now batting.
Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Francis Cummings. 2 homers already in this one, and he's got a shot right here at making it 3 on the day. Get your popcorn ready, everybody.
Hey, I need you right here. Let's go, kid.
And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Back there. Snags it on the warning track. 1 runner left aboard. They do still lead, however. It's 6-5. So 2 down. Francis Cummings
16.
getting ready to hit. Corner infielders guard the lines. They're trying to keep extra bases at bay. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Loud contact. This one's soaring. It's gonna carry. It's gone. And we're all tied up. Blasted that one out of here. That's home run number 3 of the game. 8th of the series. And they tie it up. It's 7-7. He delivered for his team in a big spot right there. Very clutch at bat. What a show he has put on at the plate in this ballgame. 3 homer games like this one don't come along every day. I hope he's enjoying it. I know I am. huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day. Francis Cummings went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. Top half the second from Amarillo. Now up Francis Cummings. Cummings blasted off 3 times in his last game. And it's crushed to deep left. Is this one gonna go? Brings it in at the wall.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 9, Colin Barber.
On that play, he showed good awareness, feeling for the wall and putting himself in good position to make the catch. That's a skill you practice from a young age, and he's clearly done the hard work. And now the center fielder, Francis Cummings. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Foul ball there. That fastball was very hittable, but the swing just a touch too early. Pitcher needs to adjust. Here comes the 0-1. A laser into the outfield. 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Colin Barber.
We're ready for the 5th inning. Now at the dish, Francis Cummings.
Francis Cummings.
That's in there, and that is strike 1. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Bangs off the wall. He turns and heads for second. Into second easily with a leadoff double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That's a really clean swing he put on that ball. Met it out front and pulled it into the outfield for a line drive base hit. Digging in for the hooks, Francis Cummings.
16.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed going yard. That one hammered but pulled foul. Well struck out to left. And it one-hops the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. In with a double makes it 2 on the night.
The right fielder,
and he's
9,
clearly
Colin
locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. We go to the 9th. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Francis Cummings.
Francis Cummings.
This to third. Fair ball. Around first, hustling for 2. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long. Top half the second
Leading
from
off for
Amarillo.
Corpus Christi, the center fielder.
Cummings notched 3
Cummings.
extra base hits in his last game.
Here!
Rips this one to short. On to first.
Pass it out.
And there's one down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Luis Baez.
Man at first with one
The center
gone.
fielder,
Next
number
up for the
16,
Hooks, Francis
Francis
Cummings.
Cummings.
Cummings, just 21 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2024. This one is labeled. It's back. And off the base of the wall. Around second, on the way to third. Coming to the plate. Relay, throw home. The tag,
Got him,
out.
that's an out.
Now
I know they're looking for a
designated
spark,
hitter,
but down like
Luis
this, every out becomes
Baez.
that much more precious. Tough to see that runner get tagged out at the plate. We're set for the top
Leading
of the
off
sixth
for
inning.
Corpus
Digging in,
Christi, the
Francis
center fielder,
Cummings.
Francis Cummings.
It's all well and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball like that, in this big a spot, gotta unload. Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. The tying run is aboard. And he's clearly
Now
locked
batting,
in after yet
designated hitter,
another hit.
Luis
Really seeing the ball well
Baez.
lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. On to the next
Leading
inning.
off
Here's the
for
center
Corpus
fielder,
Christi, the
Francis
center fielder,
Cummings.
Francis Cummings.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball there. And the pitch. Battling here, fouls it away. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. What an at-bat he's putting together. He's doing a great job of frustrating the pitcher, and that makes a mistake pitch more likely. Now here's the 0-2.
Get out, get out.
And a base hit. Go-ahead run into scoring position, stopping at second on the play. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. And now they've got a good chance to take the lead late in this one. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Francis Cummings.
Hey, clutch up right now for us, kid.
Swing and a ball belted left field. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. One run is in. Coming around third. Now a relay to the plate. The tag, out! Great effort by the base runner to slide in a way that put the pressure on the catcher, who had to make an excellent tag to get the out. Catcher comes away with the win this time. Was just terrific for them in the win. 4 hits, 3 of them for extra bases. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win. Francis Cummings comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. One down. Francis Cummings now at the plate, looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 of 5 in that one. On the ground, and it stays fair. Can't come up with it. Around first and digging for second. The throw in reaches second with 1 away. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Welcome back to Amarillo, top of the 4th inning.
The center fielder,
Cummings measures 5 feet 7 inches, just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The pitch. Ripped to third. Gets it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth.
The batter, the designated hitter, Luis Baez.
Top of the seventh here. The batter now,
For Corpus
Francis
Christi,
Cummings.
the center fielder, Francis Cummings.
Swing and a drive.
Get out of here, ball. Get out of
Way
here.
back there. Gone! That's gotta feel good. That is 9 homers this series. And they tie it up. It's 1-1. Huge moment and a clutch hit. Way to rise to the occasion. Some hitters are just so good at covering the outer half of the plate. He did very well to extend his arms and use a whole lot of torque to pull that one up and over the wall for the homer.
Francis
So 2 down.
Cummings.
And now the center fielder, Francis Cummings. Picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far. That's a liner to left. This one is over. Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day, even if your team does wind up losing.